Okay, we are going to start this set, which is a bit shiny. I've had this for a while, so we better get onto it. My desk is a complete mess. Yes, that's fine. So this is, Wish, which I haven't seen. I can't see myself seeing it anytime soon. I don't have Disney Plus, and they don't make DVDs anymore. So I only watch things that come out at the library on DVD. So in my ongoing attempt to not subscribe to a streaming service again. So there we go. There's some stickers, which we can put back in there. There's one book, and there's two bags. So we'll just do bag number one real quick. And then there'll be a special treat at the end. Oh look, there's a little dog thing, which looks like that creature from Mosley or something. Which is an obscure animated film that I haven't watched either. So I don't know if that's what it was called. I think it was a joint New Zealand China film from a few years back. Seemed to have a heavy moral message. But anyway, let's do this. I don't think they would have made a Lego set out of that. It's just a little goat or something. I don't know. I don't actually know what that animal is. Is it a dog or is it a goat or is it a dog goat? I don't tell. I can't tell. So look, stickers, but there is a printed piece. That's a printed piece. So confusing. But that's okay. I was supposed to put them in here. That's the whole point of this container, is to put the pieces in the container. And I just went in through we'll have to use this one. This is not going. Another one of this guy, that little character, because I have done a Wish thing before. I did the Wish poly bag. So we've had that character before. So that's something. And this is person from Wish. I don't have any idea about this film. She lives in a place and some guy can grant wishes and she can do stuff and something and they're not really helping and it's all, I don't know, something like that. So I haven't watched a Disney animated film for a significant time. So we can stop talking about that kind of stuff and start talking about this kind of thing. This is amazing. They're just floating. This is an entire construction to make this thing float in a very unconvincing way. So we can put that to the side. And no offense to Lego, but their transparent pieces are not 100% invisible. So they don't carry. I feel like I've got a blocked nose now. I should not really be doing this. It is late, but I didn't think it was that late. And also, we've just started daylight savings, so it's technically an hour earlier than it was, and what it feels like, than what it is. Well, you know what I mean. So I should be like wide awake because I should be like, well, I'm still on yesterday's time, and when it wasn't daylight savings. So I should be all good, but turns out I actually feel exactly as tired as I should feel at this time, as though it was yesterday. So you know what I mean is like it's after 10, and I feel like it feels like the time that my clock says it is, when it technically my brain should not have readjusted. So I can't continue explaining that because it makes no sense. But these wheels are a replacement, I think, for the old style cart wheels, and to be honest, I don't think they're going to be a full-time replacement because these aren't as good. These are really thin and they're not as thick as the well, I guess maybe it's just for this one-off things. Now I'm going to sound like I need to clear my throat. I need to go and then I can talk the same as I did a minute ago. Yay. So now we will take this and we will take this. I've made a video for over a week, I think, so I haven't published the video. I'm still not in the. There's just so many things I have to be doing at the moment. So, but I will get there at some point. Like, I'm making a video, so that's something. Are we supposed to have? Right, it's because I'm doing an assignment. I've got to write a scene analysis for a bunch of scenes from the movie Booksmart. So I rewatched Booksmart this evening, which of course I have stored on my computer somewhere because I borrowed it from the library and broke the law and copied it onto my computer and then watched it that way. But look, it worked out in the end, didn't it? Because I needed to watch it and I could, and I didn't have to pay anything for it. I'm a bad person. If there was a way of just directly donating money to the people who made the film and not the people who distribute it, then, like, a lot of people make, they cost a lot of money, but I feel like I don't have to buy or stream something. I can just give somebody some. I do putting these door handles on both sides. That makes sense. So every so often you can just be like, oh, I watched the thing and I remember that. I feel like giving them a small amount of money. I feel like it should be set up that I can give, like, today I might give $1 or I might have given $2 because I watched the film again illegally, but I would rather give money to the films that I appreciate. But the system's not really set up to do that. I think it's because most people wouldn't do that. They wouldn't give money. But I feel like if you give a small amount of money, then you could. Like, I feel like they should have on websites. You should have, like, Google. I think Google is doing something with, like, a browser extension or something to allow this kind of thing. But you have, like, an account on a site and you put in, like, $10 a month or something. And then people on their websites or whatever it is, or their YouTube video, has, like, a little thing and that you copy and paste, like an AdSense thing, but you click on it if you're a user, and then you can say, I'm going to donate 20 cents, and it just takes 20 cents out of your account and puts it over to the creator. And you could do that once or twice. You can do it as many times as you want. You maybe want to do $1, maybe, but you can do, like, a really, really small amount. And I think a really, really small amount, lots of people would do, and lots of really small amounts add up to lots of big amounts. So it just has to be super easy. And if you have, like, an account where you've got the money stored on there, you only have to do, like, from their point of view, one transaction to put the money into the account, and then it's all, like, little micro transactions, and one click, and it would just be like they should do that for YouTube. Like, so it would just be like, that's what I would do. I would be like, oh yeah, I like that video. Here's an extra 30 cents. Here's an extra 50 cents. Here's an extra $1. I'd quite, because they have it, like, you have, like, super chats and you can, like, give people money in that. It was like, why can't I just randomly give 50 cents or something? The thing that gets me is the Switch store with Nintendo. Look at this. Well, it's got like it's like grapes. These are grapes. Of course they're grapes. So the grapes can go in there. No, I put this on the wrong way. No, I put this on the right way. I was like, oh, okay. I'm really confused by this thing. Oh, is this the outside? Oh, well, this makes a bit more sense. I keep thinking this was the inside and you're opening the door. Is that really how it's going? It is. Okay, it's a diorama or something. It's like looking at the front. Yeah, like on the Switch store, like when you buy something, you have to go through your credit card transaction for that one item. And I don't understand, like, every other website, you'd be like, add to the cart. And then you could say, well, I want to get 2 things at once. And then you go to the cart. And then you buy everything in one go, one transaction. But because I look at the specials, like, oh, here's a dinky little game for $1.50 or something, or $2, and you're like, well, I probably want to buy 2 of these cheapy little games because I'm only going to play them like once or twice. But I have to go through the whole credit card. I don't know if I'm using the website. There's some trick on this, but you go to the first game and then you have to do the credit card thing, and it's like, okay, I'm not storing my credit card on your account. So just don't. I have to type it in the next time, and it's just like it just feels like for Nintendo's perspective, surely you pay some extra money if you have multiple transactions with a credit card company over having just one transaction for multiple items. Like, why not just have a cart like every other website that you do this kind of stuff? Why can't I just add multiple things and then just do one transaction? Don't get it. Why? I did actually think of a reason. There was a reason. I thought maybe they were doing it because they were like conscious that if you did it that way, people would go crazy and just buy all the games in one big go, and that they're thinking about gaming addictions or gaming collection addictors, people who are addicted to having huge collections of games they never play, and so they make it slightly difficult to do that. Or maybe it's just maybe it's just how they deal with it for New Zealand and stuff, because they don't believe that New Zealand has carts, shopping carts of any sort, and we certainly do have shopping carts. They're everywhere. So yeah, one of them is outside by the footpath and at where I live. So tomorrow I have to drag it back to the supermarket. Which is not going back to the supermarket it belongs to. It's going back to the supermarket that happens to be nearby, and it just happens to be collecting all the supermarket trolleys that come from miles away that somehow end up in the neighbourhood, and they can just go to the local supermarket. This is supposed to have a sticker on the back, so that's maybe why they did that. They were like, well, you can't put stickers on both sides. It's too heavy. It will just fall over. So we're meant to use this thing. We've got one more page. Oh no, we've got these things. So there's actually quite a few things left on the dish. So this is also meant to have a sticker, but there's no way I'm putting a circular sticker. We've been through how miserable an experience it is to put stickers on circular surfaces, so we won't do that. And that goes there, and I don't know where this orange piece is. It's over here. Okay, that goes there. And then we're making some kind of edible item, which is, there's a lot of cake going on. This is definitely I'm assuming the film was basically about eating food. There we go, and that can go the correct way. So we've got this, and we've got the front, which is starting to look not too shabby. And I think, oh, we've got a cup we have to add in, and the cup goes here. And this just fell. These things are just going to continually fall out. That apple piece is one of my least favourite Lego pieces. So, not gonna lie, it's just because you can't attach it to anything easily. You've only got like one way of attaching it, and it's the most annoying way to attach anything. So that's rubbish. That piece goes there, and that one goes there, and this one goes there. Nice. And that piece goes there. And then that piece goes there. And I'm going to guess, okay, this piece I've run out of conversation. Well, there were things. I did actually go to a Lego exhibition type thing at the local museum. It's this relics thing, which I think is made by some Australians from the introductory video that they had playing, where they had like lots of old technology, like from the 70s and 80s, that was falling apart. But the theme was like, oh, all the people are dead, and it's just machines, and there's just the old falling apart relics of humanity, and the Lego people have decided to start living there, and they take on the soul of the things that they like living in. So they had like a VW Lego Herbie Goes Bananas VW that was falling apart, and that had lots of like car related things, and there was a surfboard or something with lots of boat things like cruise liner things. So it was all really good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. So anyway, I did get one of these, so we're going to do this. It's the new series of minifigures. I didn't bother scanning it because like it's the very first one that I've got. So, but I might take my. I've lost my cell phone, so I only have an old school phone. But I had a smartphone, and then I've lost it. It's somewhere in the house, but so I have to take my tablet, which will look really dorky to scan the items. So what are we going to get? I think there's some interesting things on the front. I want the mind flayer, whatever they are. Well, look at that. Guess who got exactly what he wanted? So that goes there, and that's their very scary looking Ood type face. If they ever have a Doctor Who series. And this is their brain monster. This is their head crab looking thing. How do they hold their head crab? So, I was going to say there's no instructions, but there are instructions. So maybe we'll get it. It's not a very clear picture of exactly how this brain thing is supposed to go with the person. It just sits next to them, so they're not really carrying it. And it's like, here is my brain. Here's my brain thing. But this may be the very first, Lego brain with legs. I should get out my Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual. Oh, I like that. They've got little cobble, like stone pattern things. So that's quite fun. So I haven't really paid much attention to this, and because I never get around to scanning these things, and I have no money at the moment. Like this was a bit of a, it's like I don't have enough money to pay for this. Even though it's exactly the same price it was when they first started doing minifigures. They're very inflation resistant. But so these things are cheaper and cheaper every single time. At some point they've got to make this price go up by at least $1. So some of these are quite interesting. I don't quite understand these little hexagon-y things on the top. Oh, that's their alternative faces. All right. Okay, you can't even see what I'm pointing at, but they've shown you their alternative faces. So I'm going to have a look. So they all look kind of interesting. I can't be smart enough to say what they all are. I did get a Dungeons and Dragons card game a while back, a few days ago, that I already had and that I played years ago and didn't think it was that much fun. But I was thinking of getting the board game. I'm not going to be a D&D actual player. So they all look, they don't look as exciting as I was, as they're not the kind of thing that I'm really that excited about, but they could be fun. There's apparently one that's very popular and has been already taken. But I'd probably go with that one, and the bird one, and her, because she's got a dragon thing. And what on earth is going on with these ones? And the rest of them are okay. That one's pretty cool. That one's pretty cool. They're all pretty cool. Like, I don't know if I'm that excited about it, so I'll probably get a couple more. But anyway, I got the one that I was probably most interested in. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Bye.